So we open after the game of Pin the Tail on the Harry Dubin. And he's been in all of your Harry Dubins. But before we get into the episode, we're going to try some coconut cake from Dessert Story. And the story is the cake was $15. $15 cake. This better be good. So this is the slice of $15 cake. I did not know it was $15 when I went into the store. I thought it might be like a $10 slice, an $8 slice, but it's a $15 slice. And I was just like, okay, you know what? I always see people outside. It must be really good. Did they give me any utensils? They did. Thank goodness I got a plastic fork for $15. This cake better turn into Jason Momoa, Chris Pine, and Michael B. Jordan. Okay, so it comes with this warm, like pudding stuff. It's good. I don't know about $15 good, but it's good. Okay, I've never had this before. So you know what? It's expensive, but it's quite an experience. It's like this is like cake and science. Okay. Okay, cake store. All right. All right. Ooh, the burgers are done. Okay, that was pretty good. It could be a little less expensive, but I understand now. So we having a good time, having some girl talk about the men that was good in bed, the men that was bad in bed, the men that just weren't present in bed, and then we all put on our pasties. I mean, Leah, I could understand you wanting to show off the new girls, but you could have just worn a low-cut top. The next morning, Leah and Ebony talk about how much fun they had. They're getting ready to go to the Greek restaurant, but tonight is the roast dinner where they're going to dress up as each other. And Leah said, I've got my Ramona get up already, and Ebony's looking forward to being Luann. I think this will be fun. Who's Bershawn gonna be? So we get to the restaurant and the ladies start talking about their best Valentine's Day. And Leah said, I've never had a good Valentine's Day. I've had men buy me stuff, but I'm not really romantic and I've never had anything on Valentine's Day. But she's like, go on, tell me what I've been missing. And so they do. And then she starts to crying. And Luann's like, I'm sensing a little bit of melancholy. You might want a man to give you some roses on Valentine's Day. I had a good Valentine's Day once. I got roses, we went out to dinner, he got me Armani sunglasses and a Lacoste bag. Oh, he was sweet. Why did I break up with him? Oh, I was stupid and I thought I could do better. Couldn't. Now I'm feeling like Leah. You can bring a new man into the situation that's just as bohemian as you and will blend right in and probably be real cool with Rob. Unless there's something about Rob you ain't telling us, but Rob seems like he is over you and just is here for Kiki. It seems like y'all cool, but I think if you started dating somebody, he wouldn't care. He'd probably be happy for you. We get to do traditional Greek plate breaking. I didn't know it was to banish evil spirits. You learn something new every day. But I always thought that was cool. I always wanted to do that. Just throw the plate down. Opa! I like Bershawn, but she came on too strong. And I guess they really didn't give her any scenes after that. Because she was there for like, what, maybe 3 weeks and then she disappeared. Ebony was a good addition, but I will say it did come off a little preachy at times. I feel like it could have been more interactive. And also, the Harlem dinner should have been a Harlem lunch. I feel like that should have been the Schomburg Center and then an educational lunch where we had that conversation. At dinner, them heifers showed up 3 sheets to the wind. You can't educate people when they already drunk. Oh, Sonya's gonna be Bershawn. Now, how does Bershawn get a character in this when the heifer ain't been on half the season? Okay, the personality swap is funny. Luann came down in those glasses. I'm Ebony K. Williams, and I'm holding court. And Luann, your hair looks good like that. Ramona comes down doing a spot-on Leah, I must say. And Leah, you do dress that tacky. And I actually agree with Ramona. Leah, the dress could have been more Ramona. That dress was more you than Ramomo. Sonia, you did a good Bershawn. That, I could definitely see Bershawn in that outfit. And that heel walk. That was good. They could have ended this last episode. They aren't giving us anything. I mean, it's a fun auntie moment, but that's it. Leah and Ramona had a nice little moment when Leah, bigged up Ramomo for her little life accomplishments. I mean, okay, you was a white heifer who borrowed $70,000 from your daddy to start a business. I know it was hard. Wasn't that hard? That was it. We didn't get anything. But y'all, this was a filler episode. It was a nice light way to end the season, but y'all could have done this in 30 minutes. Okay, so Ebony ain't met her pappy yet, but she in close contact with her half-sisters. Ramona's still Ramona. Sonia rented that townhouse for 2 years, so at least she'll have some income. But she's created a comedy caburlesque, debuting in the city this fall. So I guess her and Luann will be going head to head in business to business. I'd see them both. Well, that was the season. And it was disappointing. Since I'm already disappointed, should I get to Sisters with the TAS? I done caught up on pretty much everything. It's time for a trailer review. First up is The Starling. Okay, it's Netflix. We've got Melissa McCarthy and her husband, and she's having a baby. They watching fireworks. It's real cute. Okay, and so her husband suddenly is in a mental hospital. Apparently something happened and she lost the baby. The husband must have been through something, probably a car accident. And she is a store manager, and somebody she used to work with is now a veterinarian. And so Melissa go to talk to him even though she ain't got no pet. Okay, this looks good. I'm never going to watch it, but it looks good. If you want something feel good, you can look at it. But I'm gonna go heat up some chicken wings. All right, let's check out the trailer for Intrusion. Oh, this is another Netflix movie. It looks like we're in Las Vegas. It's a super modern home, like we're way, way out in the desert somewhere. It's pretty though. Okay, so this is giving me thriller vibes. It's a nice house and they happy they built it. Uh-oh, but now the power's out in the middle of the night. Oh, he goes outside and sees it's been tampered with, and then he looks and he sees that there are flashlights moving about the house, and the wife screams. He gets tackled in the hallway, but he's able to throw the guy off of him. He tells her to run and she runs to the car. You see 2 gunshots go pow-pow. And then the husband comes out and shoots the guy again. So the wife isn't really sleeping good after the break-in, but she wants to know, well, what the hell did they want? The husband, meanwhile, is like, we have to get past this, because he knows what they was after. So the wife starts to go snooping on her own, and then some guy tells her, don't you come back here, and she opening people's mailboxes? Girl, you're gonna get arrested. So now it looks like the popo is in on whatever the secret is. Okay, now this looks good. I'm going to see it. I might review it. It looks good, Netflix. It's looking good. I'm impressed. I was interested in the trailer.